Welcome to the show where anything can happen. The real play experience where we put players against problems with no easy answers, incomplete information, and always against a ticking clock. I'm Oscar, I'm your host, and it's my job to set things up and to go behind the scenes to pass messages to the players to keep knocking things off track. In this episode, we find ourselves in the Proxima Centauri B system, the nearest star to Earth, and originally established as a transit base by the Novakuma Consortium. The planet proved impractical to terraform, but residential and naval repair platforms sprawl across the orbit of the planet. The ruling council are gathered to hear a report about the discovery of a large unknown object heading into the system at an extreme velocity and an oblique angle to the solar plane. Let's meet our players.
Hi, I'm Chris Payne, I'm a game developer, and I am playing James Vachon, Naval Liaison Commander.
Hey everybody, my name is Neil, I am also a game designer, and I'm playing Dexter Caldwell, the Aurora District Representative.
Hello, I'm Lilith Wild. I'm an actual play performer and TTRPG player, and I'm the elected governor, Lucretia Storm.
Hello, I'm Antonio. I am a game designer, and I'm playing Guy Torres, the trade union representative.
Hello, I am Claire Gaskin. In the real life, I am a silly little guy, and in the game life, I am Mimsy Lowell, a Trades Historical Society representative.
Hi, I'm Lucy. I'm a video game producer, and in this game, I am Vegasy, the Red Circle representative, the district for fun.
And as the council gather, we try to find out what is this mystery object that's coming into the system. Because, of course, anything could happen.
Thank you for joining me. Governor, representatives, I'm sure you've heard rumours about this incoming object into the solar system. I'm here to tell you that it is not just a random asteroid. I have a research vessel within scanning range, and it is slowing down.
Is it something that would be of danger to the population here?
It is on a collision course with this planet at the moment. It is an object 3 kilometers long and about 100 kilometers wide, spinning end over end, but it is getting slower. There's no evidence of outgassing or engines.
If it's slowing down, can the Navy do anything about it? Do you have any ships that might be able to either knock it out of orbit or...
Unfortunately, all of our ships are currently undergoing repairs, except for the research vessel which is out there monitoring this situation.
Do we know if it's hostile?
Representative Torres,
Yes.
Anything that is about to hit a planet is considered hostile to the life on it.
It is possible that it is slowing down enough to land safely. It's hard to tell at the moment.
Do we know what it's made of? You said it's not an asteroid, so then what is it?
I'm not entirely sure. Let me just check with my research.
I feel like it would be a novel
about the
idea not to
materials.
just assume the worst of this asteroid.
I mean, I just don't want our people to go the way of the dinosaurs.
Come on, is it one of those stories again just to, scare the population and control them better, probably? I don't mind.
Are you saying anything about my campaign right now, Vegasy?
I mean, I don't mind it.
If this was something we were hearing from the governor, I think I'd be agreeing with you, but we have a chap here from the Naval Command Center. I don't think the governor has that much clout to pull in someone like this.
But
How do you know?
the commander is notoriously, your, whole
Governor, I fear that
organization. Not the best, huh?
my team are telling me that there's high levels of metal alloy in this object. but a wide range of materials and elements have been picked up by their scans.
I see.
It is possible that it is artificial.
That's of concern.
I think we may need to consider evacuation.
Evacuation. Now.
If the object continues at its current velocity, then it is going to impact the planet with a significant force.
Right.
Even if it was an insignificant force, I mean, we've been saying for so long we need maintenance and upgrades in the habitation centers. The slightest damage to one habitation unit would cause a cascade effect that could destroy the entire center. We've been saying this for years.
Come on, that would never happen.
Well, we never thought we'd have a magic asteroid slowing down as it hit the planet.
Magic.
Representative Caldwell has a point. We do have a few infrastructural problems right now with some of the platforms, so which I am hoping to fix upon re-election.
Representative Torres, how quickly can your people get one of my vessels space-worthy?
Well, look. It's always down to this. We're not doing our job. We are doing the best we can with the resources we have.
I'm well aware.
And it's all going according to the expectations, but my men tell me that military vessels can be activated in less than 3 hours.
Representative Torres, you are getting the funds that we can, as many funds as we can allocate to you from the UFR. However, if you don't know how to use the funds properly, I can't help you beyond that.
I'm not saying anything regarding the amount of funds. I'm just saying our men are doing the best they can.
Yeah, well, I mean, Governor, if you want to have some funds redirected to, you know, something maybe more useful.
Like a museum! We should preserve this location. It's so historically significant. There's such a waste in evacuating it.
Not to mention that to many, this is home.
Representative
Sure,
Torres,
sure.
what other resources could you get that would help speed things up?
Look, it's always about time, and everyone needs everything for yesterday. Just saying, we need to give things the proper time. Otherwise, we might face industrial action. There's been talks, and I think we all want to avoid that.
Talks? What kind of talks?
Talks about, risk management and hazard pay. Everything is coming up, and especially now that, evacuation means even more work, and everything needs to be done, and everything needs to be tip-top shape to start evacuating. I think that's a bit hasty.
Well, Representative Torres, I expect on my new term that you will be keeping me abreast of the situation better than you did this one.
Yes.
Perhaps that's a discussion for later. I'm being told that at its current velocity we have 18 minutes before the object impacts our planet.
I'm sorry, 18 minutes?
18 minutes.
Oh, fuck.
Just
It does
think in
not
18
appear
minutes,
to be.
all that.
It does not appear to be slowing any further.
In 18 minutes, all
A
that
little.
historically cultural significance could just be gone. I think we should go
We-
the route of preservation.
18 minutes, we couldn't get it. Like, there's hundreds of people in my platform alone in the Aurora district. We
I mean, same here.
yeah.
Like, we're as important, right? Fine.
No, I don't mean it like that. I'm
Exactly.
just saying 18 minutes, there's no time.
I mean, even moving the platforms, I fear for the safety of any of the population.
I think the platforms would break apart if we moved them.
That might very well be the case, unfortunately.
I mean,
And-
do we have any proof of this whole big one thing? Because, I mean, again, I've just heard so many tales like
Are
this.
you accusing me of making up this story?
I am very much indeed, Sir Commander.
To what end?
Well, controlling us more, I suppose.
Does anyone have a
The
telescope?
naval liaison controlling whom? Your entertainment district.
Oh, I don't know. I know that you guys look down on us, don't you? You're quite happy, after dark, you come over to our place and have a little fun time.
I do not. I take offense to that.
Fair enough.
Miss Lowell, by the way.
Yes?
For all your fear of losing any historical significance, I fear that if in the next 18 minutes we don't evacuate, the entire area will be of historical significance the way that this one place, Chernobyl, was back on Earth.
Well, I'm
Governor, how
here
many
as a historical representative. You all are the, busybodies.
I see.
Governor, how many ships do we have available, ready to take off?
Available, we have several. Ready to take off, not so many. Right. We're currently having an issue with facility shutdowns. However, we do have 50 shuttlecraft. Each can carry.
I'm sorry.
Each can carry 50 people.
How many of those?
We have 50 shops that can carry 50 people, which is...
That's right.
No calculators
Something.
on you? Nothing?
We should.
Yes. So 15 shuttlecraft, 50 people each.
Right.
not enough.
I would recommend we start evacuating the population onto the
Sorry,
onboard
but-
those.
Do we not have any defensive capabilities in this station?
I sent a team to the defense platform. It is offline, needs repairs. It has not been used in 30 years.
Yes, I'm
Most-
afraid
Most of the stuff in these platforms, in this whole station, is in needs of repairs and has been for a long time, despite promises from our elected representative.
the UFR sends us the funds that they can, or the funds that they desire, and unfortunately I do what I can with the allocated funds.
Well, to use
If
your
then-
own
if-
words, if you don't know how to use the funds properly,
This is not a question of using the funds properly or not. I'm using them as best I can. However, we are severely underfunded. The interest of Earth in a distant planet, even though it is close, is rather minimal, unfortunately. It's an out of sight, out of mind situation.
Are we not perhaps considering the fact that this thing hurling its way towards us could be valuable? Maybe we should try to, dampen its velocity, make sure it doesn't crash into us.
It's 3 kilometers long.
yeah, if you're saying your men need 3 hours to fix any of the ships, and we've got, 16 minutes now until this thing hits us? How many minutes would your men need to try and fix one of the defensive platforms?
Look,
I don't think that's fixable in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But we can get people on board ships. Will you give the order, Governor?
I shall. How about Legacy, seeing as you are so convinced that this is a conspiracy?
Wait.
I highly recommend that you get to your people and try and spread the word as much as possible. I'm sure that certain people would trust your word over mine, and I will give the command to evacuate.
What, so you want me to tell my people to evacuate because there's some magical fairy dust coming to reach us because we're in space and there's stuff all the time everywhere?
We're not talking about regular particles, we're talking about an object. Have you not been listening?
I have been listening. I've also heard the trade union representative mentioning something about essentially taking advantage of its content, isn't it?
And I mean, let's not fool ourselves. It did slow down. So nothing really tells us that it won't slow for any further.
From the research team, that's exactly what we've been told.
The research team have observed the object attempting to trigger some reactor mass and failing.
Well, the research
looks like
team
it's
isn't the one
attempting
telling
to
us
slow.
this. It's you, James. And I'm a little suspicious of where this research is coming from.
And also, can I just point out that I'm getting some knowledge that the Aurora district has started to evacuate.
Hmm?
Huh?
Just telling people need to be ready.
Yes, evacuation orders.
Don't you have a little tablet you could send a message to? Send it down there somewhere? Get people going?
I
Governor.
have been.
You know what? My people are free spirits, very much like me. So you know what? I'll tell them there's some people who think that there's danger. So if they want to, they can.
Free spirits, soon to be dead spirits.
Wow.
How does that benefit you?
That's dead votes for you, Governor. Apparently.
Like your people vote for me. Not a
May-
great loss.
I just note that I've heard that, Governor, have you, gave orders to launch shuttles? Given orders to launch shuttles?
I've started
Well-
yet. As you said, we are on a time crunch here. The orders have been given out. I've been giving them to the districts one by one, and so the shuttles are ready to go, ready to launch.
Full of hopeful evacuees, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
May I mean, it's a bold plan, I suppose, but we don't have ships, we do have the shuttles, and you said we have quite a few of them. Could we not attempt to slow this object down using the shuttles?
With passenger shuttlecraft.
Not with the passengers on them, of course.
A mass 3 kilometers long, primarily metal. No, not with 15 shuttlecraft.
If anything, what I
The best we
recommend
can do
would
is
be a
get
relay.
out of its way.
Yes. I'd recommend a relay. Legacy. Are you sure none of the people in your district have any of those weird pleasure crafts? I know that some people like to party more than
We have nothing but leisure crafts.
how many
It's
people
the
can
Red
they carry?
Circle district.
Alright.
Oh, I mean, as we always say, how many do you want?
I mean, preferably enough to evacuate everyone, I guess.
Exactly. Can you offer up your ships?
I mean, I
My
suppose that
science-
if we get paid at the end of the day, sure, I can, we do have, I don't know, we have probably about 10, and yeah, we can hold a good 20 people per them.
Right. Well, I'm taking note, and we shall certainly allocate you some finances if we get out of this alive.
Alright, now we're talking the same language.
Governor, my science team are telling me that it is possible, potentially, if we committed enough shuttles to the effort to attach to the object and attempt to divert its course. But it would require all available shuttles, and which would leave us with no evacuation option.
I think the safest decision would be to evacuate in this situation then. We don't
Where
want
are
to
we
be...
evacuating to? We're in the middle of space.
As long as we get clear of the destruction, we can communicate with the UFR and have vessels arrive to pick us up.
But do we even have enough shuttles for everybody?
not at present, which is why I'm hoping for extra spacecraft from Legacy. And that would be much appreciated.
I've said so.
Great.
It's a great deal.
Does the Aurora district not have any shuttles?
Not the same as the Red Circle district.
But you have shuttles.
More like escape pods.
That works. How many people can they carry?
Not many, you know.
Boring.
How many is
Sorry.
not many?
Like, at most, maybe, like, of the over 550 people in my heavily overpopulated district, a little over 100, maybe.
It's better than nothing. I do think that it is best to use all the shuttles for evacuation because we don't want to be stuck in a situation where we wouldn't be able to move the asteroid. Worst case scenario is that we attempt it, fail, and then everyone dies.
So dramatic.
And so, instead of even attempting it, you are willing to sacrifice a great number of our population and
I
also
did not
potentially
say that.
just leave our home behind.
Leaving. Okay, natural disasters have been something that humanity has been dealing with for centuries. Leaving our homes, absolutely in this situation. You don't think that if Pompeii had had the opportunity, they wouldn't have? No. Absolutely leave as many people, and as many people as we can should get off. Does the trade union not have their own facilities that they could use?
What do you mean by facilities?
I mean,
Schmann's ship.
ships, platforms. I do
Look,
believe you
we-
might have some mobile platforms, no?
I have to check on their status.
Yeah, their status.
Look, all I'm saying is the moment I go to our workforce and tell them, hey, what, 10% of you are gonna live and the rest are gonna die and your families are gonna die? Gonna be left behind in this rock? I can tell you, it ain't gonna work.
Impact in 5 minutes. The object is heading directly for the Aurora platform.
Can we tow the Aurora platform elsewhere?
In 5 minutes?
No,
Not very
hang
far.
on a tick. I've been looking at some documents. What is your research scientist saying that this is now?
They believe it to be a vessel.
Yes, specifically a Novakuma Consortium vessel. Refuse barge? That's what my intelligence is saying.
Can we get in touch with them?
Oh, that's interesting.
They did say that it was irradiated as if it had been in deep space for a significant length of time.
Can we ping the ship?
I think the ship absolutely needs to be slowed down and boarded
4 minutes.
and preserved.
I can definitely have people happy to go on that Novakuma ship and look around, see what's up. We're an adventurous kind.
Yes, piracy for pirates.
Ha!
Representative Torres, do your people have any old consortium codes or hardware?
Technology, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we hack this thing somehow?
Let me have a few words, 1 second. But I mean, we should be able to. I mean, if it's tech, we should have someone and some technology.
I may have some old Novakuma Consortium interfaces that might be of use and would be happy to be part of a team if we do want to send some shuttles up there.
How old? Still in use?
We only have minutes. We would have to do it remotely.
Oh, well, yes, absolutely remotely.
The-
If you think, Representative Caldwell, that you can do it, please, go ahead, start the operation.
Okay, then.
I mean, I told you it was not as bad as it seemed.
Yes, we gotta look on the bright side for these things. An asteroid to think.
I'm not sure that an unmanned ship, is better.
I mean, it's Novakuma, you know, it's history. Isn't it, Lowell? It's
Exactly. Whatever that ship is doing here, it still needs to be preserved.
Oh yeah.
I've, by the way, left to get a shuttle because these interface thingies I need to try and get up to the thing, you know? Because, like, I can't physically do it from down here. I need to get up closer to it.
2 minutes.
I've now left this room, the council room.
Governor, I could fire on the object from dock, but
You simply
it
can't.
would cause significant damage to the dock area.
What do you mean?
We have naval vessels currently undergoing repairs in dry dock.
Right.
They can fire from the planet's surface,
Right.
but it will cause significant collateral damage.
More collateral damage than having impact from
I
a
estimate
ship.
less than a planetary impact.
What about the damage to the ship? This Novakuma Consortium ship?
You'll get your archaeological pieces later.
But we can't damage it.
Exactly. The ship itself is an archaeological piece.
I
You
am
can pick it out of the debris, shoot it down.
Damn it. Well, we're definitely not voting for you.
order is given.
Not like you ever were going to.
We still had some, you know, free spirits and all that. Sometimes annoying thing.
As the naval vessels open fire, they impact upon a shuttle that's just leaving the council building that currently contains Dexter Coldwell on a mission to try to take control of the incoming ship.
Whoops.
Wow,
The
Governor.
shuttle
Nice aim.
disintegrates and starts to cascade its remnants down towards the habitat and starts a catastrophic cascade effect. Only council members and a few others are able to get to escape pods and shuttles before total devastation of the habitat systems. And on that note, we close our scenario.
Wow, Governor. Well, no one's voting for you now.
Wow.
Wow!
Listen, there's a reason I'm not in politics for real.
I just couldn't resist because Neil, you were heading out. I was about to challenge you with you can save this, you can stop the ship, but you're going to die in the process. I was going to do that moment, and then Chris says he's opening fire.
Yep.
I had to take it. I had to take the hit.
And it didn't help that I'd sent you a gif from from the Flash Gordon movie in our private chat.
Yeah, he literally did this. He literally was, send out Warrock and Ajax to bring back his body moment. It was like,
Oh my god.
I can't possibly admit to being swayed by that moment.
But listen, I'm just a poor elected official. I don't understand how all the mechanics of things impacting platforms work. Can't be expected
No,
to
it's
know
not like
that.
you had it in your brief that it'd be a cascade effect if all went wrong.
No.
No.
Nothing
You
ever
know,
comes.
can I just say that I'm very happy that this time I didn't kill anyone.
No, it was me.
You killed everyone.
Given this is the
No,
fun
I
part of the session.
survived. I probably got a shuttle.
This is the fun part of the session. I'm very keen to get you all to tell me a little bit about what was going on for each of you. And
Hang on,
sort
just
of
before
fill
we
the
do
beans.
that, I have a cat outside that's meowing to get in this room.
Oh no, go for it. Go. I'm gonna cut.
In pain, she's suffering.
So hopefully that'll give Elliott a moment to know that there needs to be a bit of a cut.
Yes. Yeah.
So my son happens to be my video editor, so that makes life a lot easier. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Okay, so
Yeah,
in
and-
conclusion, I don't want to go into politics.
Wait. But it's also like he can select the audio clips.
She didn't even want
Yeah.
in my room.
Oh, that's a cat.
She wanted in a
That's
different
cat.
room.
Of course.
I mean, it's a cat,
Cat
isn't it?
behavior.
Oh, such good
Alright.
behavior.
So who wants to kick off
Let's go
with your what was going on in the background for you? Anyone want to sort of volunteer to go first?
I mean, I can kick it off because I feel like I was a little bit removed. I had a lot of Novakuma Consortium artifacts and assets that I may have gotten off the black market, so I asked the governor to launch a shuttle with all of them off it so that they wouldn't be affected by anything crashing into the planet. And I was like, I'll give you funds for your next campaign if you do that.
And you'll be glad to know you managed to save your valuable collection.
It was
I
a win
saw
for
that
me.
shuttle go,
Oh.
and I assumed that was
Actually-
well. That's 50 people safe.
Do you know how many people are on it?
Wow.
But,
None.
And gee, I really wonder where you got that Novakuma Consortium memorabilia from.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that as a jumping off point for my goal, which is re-election. So,
Yeah.
Well,
therefore,
gonna-
the promises
it's gonna
of
be
money, the promises of money, though, are the number one priority because I
Yeah.
need to run a campaign here. But I did know that there was significant underfunding of all the platforms, and that the safety and structural integrity of these things was not gonna last anyway.
Well, I
Not up
happen
to
to
scratch,
know
should we say?
that the reason for the chronic underfunding is because the UFR were winding up this platform.
Look at the
Bastards.
faces.
we were really the top of the crop, weren't we?
Which is why
left us
I
to
went
die.
immediately for let's just fuck off and leave the planet.
This shithole. Well,
Wow.
well, I'm glad the Novakuma Consortium memorabilia is safe, because that's how I made money.
It
I mean, it was
belongs
pretty
in
good.
a museum.
Not all of it,
Yes,
because
my own person.
I also had
Yeah.
memorabilia, and I was actually going to, if there was any chance that I could like bribe in some way to get more resources to like the trade union guys to get them what they needed for the ships or anything. But the time frame that we were working with, it was like it was never going to work. So yeah.
Yeah.
You're bribing the
I
wrong
mean-
people.
One way to
And
look
also,
at this.
you shouldn't negotiate with the trade union guy. I mean, have you seen that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
From the
Oh.
information I had, you are not.
Yeah,
Look.
come on, Antonio. Tell us a bit. Spill the beans.
I just wanted to keep things running as they were. You know, life just goes on. We keep on, living on and selling off things in the black market. There's normal things. Day-to-day
My black
things.
market. Which,
I mean, it's not
None
like
of you
anyone
are
here
being-
works with any illicit organizations or anything, is there?
Look, the base was very essential for the operations. we couldn't lose them. We needed to like just defend what we have and.
Who are you defending them for? Was it the good, honest citizens?
I mean, I guess the remnants are citizens of somewhere.
Yeah, and the remnants of I don't know.
Sorry.
Let's just say it. The remnants are just for some. Not everybody knows who the remnants are.
So the remnants are basically sort of former corporate officers that refuse to surrender.
Yeah, or technically the descendants of. So essentially, if you think about it, the way I'm looking at it is the Corporation War, Novakuma Consortium were basically the bad guys.
Right.
About as bad as they got. They did as much damage, and that's why they were dissolved. But some of the officers remained, and they formed a pirate organization that's now known as the Remnant.
And I'm the bad guy.
Yes, you're the bad guy.
And I'm the bad guy. I'm
Absolutely.
really not.
You're
I
all
knew
bad
this guy
guys.
was dodgy.
Look, it's just business.
I knew he was dodgy, but he was financing a lot of my campaign.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you didn't think of informing the head politician of this bullshit. Like, Antonio.
Look, it's a need-to-know basis, okay?
I'm on the need-to-know basis!
I thought you wanted your electorate to stay alive so that they could elect you again.
I mean, yes, but I need to...
I mean, Governor, I have good news for you. You have no opponents left.
Also, it's a really good slogan. Just shoot them down. It's a really
Yeah, kill them all. When you're the last one, you're definitely elected.
We're going
Anyone
to
else
shoot
have
down
any-
the opposition.
Yeah.
Somehow you
Any
still
other
lose
comments
because
or
it's
thoughts?
just us
Okay, right.
voting for you, and we all hate you.
Yeah.
I
Cool.
mean, for
Yeah, go for
me, I think moment one, I was like, crash or don't crash, it's fine. Like, my goal was to set up a museum here, but in my head, I was like, oh, we could preserve this natural history here, or we could make it a catastrophe museum. Everyone loves catastrophe tourism.
Yep.
Catastrophe tourism for the win. Absolutely.
Sir Noble for one. Yeah, I did my space politician.
Yes.
Did you
5
pin
stars.
the space? But I love it. Love it.
Yep.
Thank you very much. And if you've enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, and share, and all those wonderful things that people do to encourage lovely experiences like this to happen. And we will be back again next time when we discover that anything could happen.